Hey friends, welcome to today's video. So in today's video, I wanted to share with you about the food prices, the grocery prices between Aldi and Woolworths, or commonly known as Woolies. So in today's video, I wanted to just share with you about the price differences to give you an idea of how much these prices cost in different high street supermarket chains. So we'll be looking at these two high street supermarkets, which is Aldi and Woolies. So get ready for this video and let's jump right into my computer screen. Hey friends, welcome to my screen. Supermarket grocery prices. This article basically compares four of the largest supermarket chain in Australia: Aldi, Woolies, Coles, IGA. This article was written in June 2025 and it explores the prices in terms of what Australians pay and the average how much it costs. So this is basically the Aldi and this is the Woolies website. So let's just look at some of the products, for example, vegetables. So let's just look at some of the products. So I'm just going to look at groceries, fresh vegetables. So fresh vegetables, I'm just going to look at something that is kind of common that a lot of people will buy. So lettuce 2 packs is $1.50 each, so about $3. How much does lettuce or lettuce cost here? So I'll just go to fruits and vegetables. Let's put all fruits and vegetables. So how much does lettuce cost? So I'm just looking for the one that is similar that we can compare like for like. So in terms of the lettuce, what we see is that Woolies has, this is a little gem, this is any lettuce that is similar. So I'll say this one is the most similar. Heart lettuce 2 packs, $1.65 each, which is $3.30, and then this one is lettuce $1.50 each, about $3. So this is slightly cheaper, $1.50 versus $1.65 for lettuce. And then let's look at another vegetable. So for example, a tomato. Woolies costs for tomatoes, let's just choose a regular 6-pack tomato. So for this one, this regular is $3.90, it's $8.13 per kg. So let's look at how much Aldi sells their tomatoes. So in terms of their tomatoes, we're just looking at the a 6-pack tomato they have on the next page. Okay, so I think the closest one that we have would be, for example, I think this. That one's Gourmet and Roma. So the regular Gourmet tomatoes is $8.30, and let's look at the Gourmet tomatoes here. It's $8.90 per kg. So this one is comparing against this one. So in terms of tomatoes, Woolies is slightly cheaper. That's for tomatoes. Let's look at other items that people buy. So for example, like milk. Let's look at milk for Aldi. So how much does milk cost? So Farmdale would be a generic home brand. So all the items that we are discussing in this video is a generic, the most common brand that average households use. We're not comparing against any premium or organic versions. So for example, let's look at this one. Farmdale light milk is $1.60 per liter, 2 liters is $3.19. How much does milk cost in Woolies? So in Woolies, Pura would be the generic household brand. It's $2.25 per liter, so it's $4.50 for 2 liters. So $2.25 versus $1.60. You can see that Aldi is definitely much more affordable compared to Woolies. So let's look at other personal healthcare products that everyday Australians would use. For example, toothpaste. How much do they compare between these two entities? It's quite interesting because you see a lot of these brands, they sell everywhere. For example, Colgate. Let's look at Colgate. Okay, I'll just look at this whitening action. So this whitening action is Dentitex. Okay, let's look at the Colgate brand. Colgate Advanced Whitening is $3.69 per 100 gram. It's $8. How much does toothpaste cost? So I'll just look at the same brand, Colgate, and also the same type if they have. So we were looking at Advanced Whitening, $3.69 per 100 grams. This is $5 per 100 grams. So this one is definitely more expensive for this one. It's because it's $5 per 100 grams versus $3.69 per 100 grams for the same brand. So let's look at shampoo. I think it's important to compare a like for like, then it gives you an idea if you shop one place how much it costs versus if you shop the other place. So for this one, I think let's just scroll. There's a lot of these kind of brands. For example, Aldi has brands like Lacura that they have in store that is affordable, and a lot of people use these products. And then for Woolies, they might have their own in-store brand, not as much as Aldi, but Aldi has a lot of affordable range. So this one, a lot of products that we see here is from the Procter & Gamble company. Let's look at this. So this one, Pantene Moisture Renewable Shampoo or Conditioner, 900 ml, $1.11 per 100 ml. So let's look at shampoo here. Let's try and find something similar or the same one. There we have it. Pantene, they have the same one. It's also a moisture nourishing shampoo, $2.22 per 100 ml. So this is $20 for $2.22 per 100 ml. This is $1.11 per 100 ml. So this is basically half the price of the one that is sold in Woolies, even though it's the exact same product. So it's quite interesting to see, even though it's the same product, different high street supermarket chains might not be selling it at the same price. So this gives you an idea. Another thing I wanted to share is that it's quite convenient if you want to shop online, because you can basically just go to the website and buy. One of the things that I like about Aldi is that they have a lot of variety of items, because they stock items according to, for example, during season. That's why you can find random things depending on when you shop at Aldi. When I'm in store, sometimes I can buy like winter stuff or winter gear or winter beddings that you might not necessarily be able to buy in Woolies. Just depending on if they have extra stock, Aldi might be able to carry them. So that's one of the things that I like about Aldi. So you can see they sell clothes, retro items, a lot of really cool stuff, especially this football and this daisy plant. The thing about Aldi is that their supply chain is well managed, so that's why they're able to reduce their costs. Instead of transferring the excess supply chain costs to their customers, they're able to cut its costs and the consumers benefit. Woolies, they provide more options. The supply chain costs is not as affordable as Aldi, but the great thing about Woolies is that they provide you a variety of products from many different vendors. So if you like the flexibility of having options, different products from different countries, I think that Woolies stands above in terms of that, having the variety and the different variations of products. So I think that's something that Woolies stands out. So you can see you can just shop online, and then they do charge you delivery fee, but if you have no time to physically go in store, you can definitely buy it and then they have it delivered to your house. And they have a lot of supplements, a lot of stuff as well. So in terms of membership, Woolies or Coles or a lot of large chain supermarkets, they have memberships. Aldi does not, just because their prices are already so low, so they don't need to have these kind of memberships. So that's basically it comparing these two. One of the things that I also want to share is, do these prices vary by location? So there's a survey done to kind of analyze how much these prices cost at different locations. What is consistent based on the research by the Choice Report done in June 2025 is that Aldi is consistently the lowest price in ACT, New South Wales, Queensland, South Australia, Victoria. They don't have Aldi in Northern Territory and Tasmania, but other states has. And then consistently, it looks like Aldi is the most affordable, followed by Woolies, Coles, and the one that is most expensive is IGA. So this gives you an idea. I've also done a simple chart comparison to give you an idea. Just zoom it a little bit to see how much, for example, milk, using dairy farmers, it's slightly more expensive in Woolies, or like bread, sugar, it's all a few cents more expensive in Woolies. I see that consistent. Certain items, Aldi could be more expensive, but for the most part, a lot of essential daily items, Aldi is able to reduce their costs and supply chain costs as well to make sure that their consumers benefit in this cost cutting initiative. So this is just the analysis based on what I've seen, and all the brands that they do have in terms of like toothbrush, toothpaste, detergent. So based on what they have on the website and just looking at it. So you can just compare it on your own and make your own informed decision on groceries and what you want to buy. So thank you so much again guys for watching this video. I hope this video helped you. I hope this gave you a better idea in terms of how much food prices could cost if you shop at different supermarket chains. You can see that we've done a comparison between looking at these two large supermarkets, but we've also explored an article, Woolies, Coles, IGA, Aldi. We've assessed all four of it and we've looked at it in terms of based on what the article has written. We've looked at it in different states. Aldi is still the top winner in terms of grocery prices. They have made it affordable for everyday Australians because they have implemented the cost-cutting measures into their processes, in which that they are able to transfer these costs saved to their customers. So I don't think that there's one is better than the others. It's just different which one you prioritize. I think for Woolies, it has a lot of variety and options. So people that want that flexibility of having the options of choice, having a variety of brands from different vendors, have that option available to them. So I think that is also something that caters to different shoppers. So depending on your own personal needs, you might want to shop at different supermarkets depending on what best suits your needs. So I hope you found this video helpful. I hope this gave you an insight in terms of how much grocery prices cost in Aldi versus Woolies. Thank you so much again guys for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. Also let me know down in the comments below, where do you shop? Is it Aldi or is it Woolies? I'd love to hear from you. Thanks again guys. Be sure to smash the subscribe button, ring the bell notification, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks guys.